I'm gonna place my fan. The bolt here. That 10 is in the way of this. This is in the way, so I gotta get a wrench on this bolt right here, because this is in the way. And there's another bolt right there, and that's the 10 as well. Oh, not that one. Underneath that one, there's a bolt there. These are 10s as well. This one has a bolt on the end, so it's just spinning. So I had down there with the vice grips, because the vice grips down here, clamp on it, and then off on the back here. And this one's pretty much good. This one, let's see here. See the stud? It's spinning. I put a vice grips on it, on the top of the stud, because I can get stuff on it, but it just feels flat, like there's no bolt on it. So that's where this set comes in. I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna split that freaking head off there. I'm done playing around with it, because I gotta take this off, move it over a little bit, and then my fan will come right up and off when it's done. I did not know I didn't need to take that off, so I took that off, because I thought I could get something on there, but then I remembered it's flat down here, so I can't get anything on there, so it was pointless taking that off. But yeah, there's always something with this car, so I'll be back once I get this done, hopefully. Oh, finally, as you can see, it's flat, and there's a cube, which will go right here, I'm guessing. So it's Saturn, but finally out. Took me a bunch of tries to get it split, but it got split. They don't work that easily. They're actually kind of a pain. Yeah, that's not. You got a wrench on the fan, and then basically you lift this up somehow out the way like that, I guess, and then it slips out with somebody with the. I read on the forums is you can move this out the way somehow. I'll try that and see. It might not have anything in it, surprisingly. Might just undo that clamp at the bottom, and I don't know. Apparently you don't have to de-hook it, you can just move it out the way and lift it out. Is what I read. Some people do it from the bottom. I'm gonna do it from the top because it makes it easier. At least that's what I read. So I'll give it a try. I got these that I was gonna use for my hood bracket. Just wonder if this will work, if I can get that in there. And if it works, I'll use this instead of that. So it's an 8mm. Got that bolt out. Finally. Took the air box off. I'm like, I don't think I can. I'm gonna have to take the air box off. The air box is kind of a pain to take off. There's a bolt here and I take off. It's also an 8. And then you take that off and then you unclamp it and then you grab it and you tug this whole freaking thing up. Then what I had to do was come down here, rub this, and bend this back a little bit. So that way I get the socket on, and the bolt's right there, and the rest are, as you see, this clips on to this hole here. I just sit down there, there's a few clips, and then I got the other one I gotta do. So I'll be back once I figure out how I'm gonna do the other one. Then this thing should be able to come off once I get the last bolt off, which is gonna be tricky. But I'll give it a try. I used the 8mm long on a tiny ratchet. I'm too lazy to say that the actual size, so I'm just calling it tiny for now. But yeah, it is right back down, right above my piano tip is right here, is where it's at. So it's gonna be fun to get to. So I'll be back once I figure out how. I'm probably gonna take this and sneak it right about here, or I'll get a extension, because I got an extension for it. I might just put the extension on it. Might make it a little bit easier. So I'll be back once I get out and figure out how I do it. I'm gonna put the socket on it first, and then I'll put the ratchet on it, or the wrench on it, hopefully. Since I don't have an 8mm wrench, or else I would have done it by wrenching. It would probably be a lot easier than doing it by ratchet. But I'll give it a try. Do an 8mm short. And yeah, I got my hand. Is this up? I set my hand down here. My wrench. And then I go like this. That's how I'm doing it. So that's how I'm doing it my way. Hopefully, I'm not sure what way you guys find it easier, but I find it easy doing it this way. And more comfortable doing it this way. And you get more leverage on it. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep rocking back and forth like this until it comes off. Use this to get more rotation compared to the other way. So I would hit, I think, the hose the bottom hose, I think, is what I would hit for this. The big bottom one that's attached to this at the bottom. Or the belt. There, this I think is what I would hit when I went through the other way. There's not a lot of hand room. This way, I get a little bit more of a rotation out of it. So I'll be back once I'm ready to put the radiator, or take the radiator out, the fan out. Get loose, you then come in, get your hand, this middle finger down here, this finger just hangs out here, and then the thumb on it. And then you can loosen it. There we go. And then I think that's it. Nope, a little bit more. So it's pretty much almost out. This is the way I found comfortable doing it to get loosened, because I couldn't do it when I had my hand in the other way that I was using the ratchet with, but it's almost there. A little bit more. So I'll be back once the fan's almost out. This is the last bolt, and it should be out. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's almost there. So it's almost there. Sometimes it's hard to turn because of the grease that I have on my hands. So I'll be back once I found the trick to it. So you put that down like that. Then you start pulling this up, and then you push it out like that. Then move it more out. It's easier with two hands, guys. And slide forward, and boom. That's how you guys do it. I figured out the trick. I'm happy. So the front comes out first. The bottom goes in first. The bottom in first. Ooh. Yeah, see that? Hard to turn. Now the new one, the last used one. Yeah, look at that. Easy to turn. This one. See how stiff that is. I wonder if I spray it down and then move it, and it becomes easier to move, will it continue to be able to fix it? I don't know. But anyway, that's how you guys just do it. Is you get the bottom in underneath this part here. And that bottom, move this, you lift this up here, pull it up, and then you grab the front end and let them slide up, basically. Bring it up like that. Wow. Once I found that trick, it came out really simple. So I'll be back when I put it really not long ago. Since I noticed this is corroded, I sprayed it down or whatever. I'm gonna clean this just to be on the safe side. So yeah, when the plug's in like this, it's this red part that goes in it. So take this black part off, take the rubber part, slide it down. I had to cut that down. This little tape bar that was holding this down. There's this, and then underneath it there's another one. Then these little tabs come down, and yeah, I use my pick to get in here on this circle, pull it out, and then use my pick. Use the pick, got it on the tab, and I went like this to push it down a little bit, and then I used it to push them down more. That way the clips won't reattach. Then now that I have it like that, I'm gonna go. These two are pretty much clean. I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna clean these. I'm gonna clean all three of them. Really nice and shiny. Get rid of the corrosion. I'm gonna spray it down with my. Where did my cleaner go? With my electrical cleaner. Don't be afraid to use as much as you need to. Use a lot of it. Don't be afraid to use a lot of product. Then I'm going to grind it with that as well. Or wire brush it with that. I'll be back once the plug's back together and I'm ready to install it. Now time to install it, so I'm gonna put this bottom in first, I guess. So again, you want to lift this. I'll show you once I get it ready, because I can't film with one hand unless on my phone. And that might work, I don't know. So what you want to do is lift this. There we go, lift that up. And this way. Then you see here, there's a little dip right there, so you want this, I'm guessing, right there. So now, I'm gonna put it back. Still filming? Yep, still kind of filming. Okay. Slide down. I'm hitting right on that, so I'll angle it more. Hopefully I know what I'm doing. Well, so what I should do is do this way, and like this, then I lift this, that, go on this side, I lift it, oop, shoot, cord's gonna cut under it, I don't want the cord to thicker thing, come on, no cord, there we go. Pull the cord up. I'm gonna just stick it in this hole. That way it's there out the way. And I want to slide down. There we go. And then lift this more up on the angle. There we go. Now it's down there. And what you want to look for is you want to try to get this down in its slot and try to get this down in its slot, then you can bore it in. So I'll be back. I should have brought my tripod out, that way I get a better angle for you guys, but yeah, you want to just adjust until you get them in their slots, which I think you see that slot's right there. And this slot is hard to see, but actually no, it's not hard to see. It is right about there where my finger is. So yeah, you want to get them in their slots, and then once it's in their slots, then you can hook the wiring up in the pins, and then you can put the bolts in, and away you go. Well, that wasn't too bad. Once you got it down about where it needs to be, it's pretty easy to line up, I found. Because now it's on it, and I'm going to bolt it up, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the car, plug it up, put the AC on, and see if I can get the fan to turn on. If the fan turns on, great. I know it was the fan. Because that one's pretty stiff, so I'm confident that was the issue. Then I'll bolt it up, and then I'll pack everything up, bolt it up, and let the car run to, I'll run in temperature maybe. I'm on half tank of gas though, and I need gas to get to the shop, so I might not run it. I might run it for a little bit. Not sure yet. So I'll be back when it's in testing. See, it is working. Look at that. It's working. I'm freaking happy. Look at that. Yeah, it's working. That's awesome. So I fired it up, put AC on, pretty certain I'm out of coolant in the AC or whatever, so I need a refrigerant, but yeah, it freaking works. So it was my fan. Let's go. Oh, I'm happy. Look at that. And these are plugged in, and the fan's working. The fan's working, so I am honestly happy. That was my issue. As you can see, I'm having half a tank, so I don't want to run out of gas, but yeah, it was the fan. It wasn't battery. The battery's good. I'm gonna have a check engine light because there's no O2, there's no exhaust. But eventually there will be an exhaust. It's going to the shop Tuesday. Yeah, this Tuesday is going to the shop. Oh, I locked that. I shouldn't lock it yet. Oh well. Don't he's just tossing there. But yeah, with my fan. So now what I'm gonna do is get my vice grips and I'm going to flatten those more. This one they had a bolt for this one here, and they had a bolt there, and they tried fixing it, but they didn't do too good of a job. I did not need to take that plastic off. I got clips in my Bob Hop. I got them from Wish for like $5 free shipping for I think 173 clips. It was, so that's a steal. Consider going down to CarQuest and paying like $10 for just a package of like 10 clips or something like that. Because my hood clips, they were like $10. I wasn't patient enough to wait for my clips all Wish to come in. I gotta take this in. I gotta power wash my hood. I'm gonna put a Gurk jig over my engine one of these days and power wash it. But yeah, fan's working. I'm so freaking happy. I'm gonna pull it up, put it back, put everything back. This clip here on mine does not stay. So I'm gonna bend these down. Hopefully get the bolts back in it. Yeah, it's coming down like a cats and dogs, man. So there you guys have it. That's how you guys do it. It's really freaking easy. It's really easy, to be honest. What took me the most time was figuring out how and what I was doing. Now that I know, I'm probably doing like 10 minutes. Probably it'll take me like 10 minutes or 15 now. Because I remember one guy in the forum said it approximately takes an hour or more is what he said. And some people do it from the bottom, but to be honest, it's freaking easy once you know what you're doing. Because this was my first time doing this, so I just have words on the form, so I had to figure out how. Now you guys know what you do. Is you just take this. Yeah, so now you guys know the tricks. You basically lean this up and then slide down. It's simple. And I had to use a short one on this side. And remember when I was hand tied, I had to get my hand down here, and that position I showed you guys. That's how I felt most comfortable in doing it. And then on this side with the ratchet, I could ratchet it with my hand down on this side. This one, for this bolt, I had to move this back a little bit, like give it a little pull. And I used, I believe, a long on it. But yeah, the fact that it's working, the fan's working, I'm happy. I'm happy. And the guy gave me a good deal. He came up from, I think he was down in Niagara Falls area, and he came all the way up here. Which is like a 3-hour drive. He was coming up here to visit, I think, friends and family or whatever. I guess they do it once in a while, and they come up here. Okay, that was weird how it just ended. Yeah, so basically, yeah, they were on their way up here. In their way, it's like, because I was talking about their shell that they had. I was talking about his shell because it said it didn't show an address on Marketplace. So I'm like, your shell doesn't show me your address. And I remember I bought stuff from him. I bought the grill from him and the shitter part from him off of Kijiji, and I was talking about his shell that he had listed on Marketplace because I wanted the rear end section of it. And then not show his location. So I'm like, hey, doesn't show you on my end? It doesn't show your location. So where are you located approximately? And he's in Niagara Falls. I'm like, dang, because I was hoping to get it. But there's a guy in Kingston. If I help him cut it, I'll get it for like dirt cheap. So doing that, not this weekend, next weekend, hopefully. And yeah, all I gotta do now is get the exhaust on, get the rear end done. Oh, excuse me. And that should be it. And it should be on the road. It's hard to believe how far this came. I might buy this plastic as well because my light bulbs aren't in them perfectly or whatever. I think it's this side. It's cracked a little bit for where the light bulb slides into. It doesn't look too bad to replace. Actually, it might. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain to replace. It might be a pain to replace. I'm not gonna buy from that guy because I don't know what I'm doing. As you can see right there, for example, it's cracked right there. I'm gonna Google this on images, find an image of it, and see how much of a pain this would be to take this plastic trim off where the lights go on. If it's not gonna be that hard, then I'll buy from that guy. If it is, it's gonna be a little bit of a time-consuming job. I'm not going to. How far back does this go? Oh, it doesn't go too far back. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm gonna get an image of it. That way I can get an idea in my head on how it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be too bad, but I might buy that from the guy who replaced that because it's crap. This part being broken on top is I'm okay with. It's just mainly because this part's cracked here, and it's got a bracket thing hole in there, and when the lights are sliding in, I think it's this one. I think it's this part here, and it's cracked, so that's why it's going like that. So I might just replace that piece. And his is black as well, so it'll match up. I think on all S95s, this color for this thing is black, I think. I don't think they changed color for that. But yeah, I'm happy the fan works. So I'm gonna blow it up, guys. See you guys in the next one. So the fan's done. And Monday, yeah, this Tuesday, I'm gonna post this. This video is gonna come out this Monday. It is, shoot, what day is it anyway? I'm gonna go check my calendar real quick. 24th. I just checked my phone calendar. I'm not in the house at the moment. So it's 24th January, I believe. So it's gonna come out this Monday. This Monday, this video is gonna drop, and the next day after posting this video, this car is gonna be off to the shop to get the exhaust on, hopefully. Which I'm so happy for. So I'm gonna blow it up, get it out of here in the rain. It's raining. Yeah, it came down like no tomorrow, and then it slowed down. Right now it's slowed a little bit more down. So yeah, that's how you guys do your fan. It's pretty simple and easy once you know what you're doing. It took me, I don't know how long it took me, to be honest, but it took me quite a bit of time because I was learning what to do because it's my first time, and I didn't really watch a video on how to do it because I'm not sure if there is a video. But now I know what I'm doing, and those are the tips and tricks for you guys that I learned along the way. Thanks for watching this video, yo, on my 97. I'm happy that it was the fan that was bad, so I'm gonna put that in a pop-up now. I have one of these. It'll make your life a lot easier. You won't have to remove the air box because I gotta realign mine. So I'll show you that. Let me get my socket on it. Sockets meant for this one. Put it on here due to this black plastic piece. So I'll compare it to this, for example. So you can see how it goes on. You can see how slim it is compared to it. So you can see that little difference. If this part here was shaved off, it would work perfectly. But that little difference here is hitting this black plastic part. So go with this, get on there, and what you gotta do is put this on. You cannot do it without that on. So now once you get this in, see, look at that, a lot easier. I gotta loosen mine up because for some weird reason, when I go to tighten this one in, this does not fit snug like it should. It should fit up against like that, but first I thought it wasn't in its clip or whatever, so I'm gonna loosen it up and wiggle it around, get this side, this board in first a little bit, and then I'll tighten that one up. That shit's really loose. Yeah, because I want to get this in where it needs to be. And if you get your clips fall out like this one did, just do your fingers like this, reach down in here, then very slowly, gently, you can get it up on that ledge is what I had to do with mine. I think, or did I go on the other side? Oh, don't tell me it's off. Don't tell me it's fucking... Don't tell me it fell off. Did it fall off again? I think that's what I did, or did I go on the inside? I can't remember now. Nope, it's still there. Yeah, it's hard to see, but it's still there. Which is good. Okay, yeah, so that's what you guys do. And I had this because I thought it would make it a lot easier, but it does, so it's easier now that I know that works. So, continue to loosen that up, and I'll play with it, and hopefully get it to sit where it needs to be. Yeah, so this isn't the one I used. I just thought there would be like a number on it. Yeah, there is a number on it. I'm not sure if that's the part number, or I mean tool number or what. But yeah, I'm not sure what these are called. This is the one I used in the video, and it worked good. I'm so happy I have that. Yeah, so I'm not sure what they are called, but But they're handy to have, especially for that one where if you don't have one of these, you're going to have to remove the airbox. If you have one, you don't have to remove the airbox. And I wish I tested it a lot sooner, because I found out by just testing it, I don't need to remove the airbox at all. This, due to the shape of it, the ratchet wrench. Got one for comparison. Try to show you guys again what I'm talking about. So here's my ratchet wrench, and then here's this. Okay, see this round part here? See how big this head is for it? And then you see this? This goes on here. See how tiny it is? So if I were to draw a line from this side, and if I was to draw a straight line, that little bit, due to this part here, right where my finger, about right where my fingers are, that little bit here is enough to make you where you gotta take the airbox off. But if you have one of these, it gets right in there and it's perfect, and put that wrench on it. So I love this tool. I got a ton of these tools from my grandpa. So I'm happy. At first I'm like, what the heck am I gonna use this for? Is this ever gonna come handy? I'm like, I don't think it will. But to be honest, it does. It showed me that it's useful, and I'm happy to have it in my tools. Yeah, so thanks everybody for watching this video. I just decided to show you guys a close up on that tool, because it came in pretty much handy for doing that one little job. You get it loosened, because I had to readjust it, because it wasn't really on the, it was almost on the clip, but it wasn't pushed down enough on the clip, so I had to loosen it and move it up and then push it down into that clip, and that's all I had to do, and it works compared to my old one. Thanks everybody for watching this video.